Henry Hudson was born in England in the mid-16th century and emerged at a time when European powers were obsessed with finding a shorter route to Asia. The riches of China and the spice markets of the East beckoned, and the dream was simple: sail north, cut across the top of the world, and reach the Pacific. It was called the Northeast or the Northwest Passage, and it would consume Hudson's life. In 1607 and 1608, backed by the English Muscovy Company, Hudson sailed north into Arctic waters. He pushed closer to the pole than most English sailors before him, navigating seas choked with ice. He sighted the massive archipelago now known as Svalbard and helped open the way for English whalers. But the ice refused to yield a path to Asia. Twice he returned home without the passage he had promised. Then in 1609, Hudson accepted an unlikely sponsor, the Dutch East India Company. Commanding a small ship called the Half Moon, he was again instructed to seek a northeastern route above Russia. Ice forced his hand. Instead of turning back, Hudson crossed the Atlantic. Sailing along the North American coast, he entered a broad harbor and then a majestic river that seemed to cut deep into the continent. For weeks he pushed upstream, hoping this might be the long-sought corridor to the Pacific. It was not. The river narrowed, the water shallowed, and Asia remained out of reach. Hudson failed in his immediate goal, but the river he charted would later bear his name, the Hudson River, and become the backbone of Dutch settlement in New Netherland, including what would become New York. Still unsatisfied, Hudson returned to English service in 1610. This time he sailed westward again, entering the vast inland sea now called Hudson Bay. For months he believed he had finally broken through, that this enormous body of water might open onto the Pacific. Instead, winter trapped his ship in the ice. The crew endured starvation, cold, and despair. By spring of 1611, discipline had collapsed. Hudson's men, exhausted and angry, accused him of poor leadership and false hope. In a shocking act of mutiny, they set Hudson, his teenage son John, and a handful of loyal sailors adrift on a small open boat. They were never seen again. Henry Hudson never found a passage to Asia, but his voyages reshaped the map of North America. The Hudson River, Hudson Strait, and Hudson Bay all bear his name. His explorations opened the door to Dutch and later English expansion in the Northeast, laying foundations for some of the most influential cities in the modern world.